Okay, kids, so today we're going to be looking at price markups or price discounts. And in this question for Chapter 6, Lesson 5, it says find the total cost including tax or markup. So sometimes you buy something at a store, and before you get to cash register, you already know that this isn't going to be the total price of the item that you bought. Nope, there's something called sales tax, and you're going to have to figure out what that would be, including the original amount of the item you bought. So in this case, you want to buy a bicycle, and it's $769.99 before tax. So this is expensive. And now the sales tax in the place that you live in is 7.5%. What you want to do is find the total cost of the bike with the sales tax included. So we know what the bike cost. We know that there's something called sales tax. And I still have to find out the total cost of the bicycle with sales tax. Okay, so we're always going to round to the nearest cent. So let's start with this. Make your marker thinner. It says turn the percent into a decimal. The percent is right here. So instead of 7.5%, I'm going to move this way, obviously. When you don't want a percent, you move away from the percent sign twice, because percent means out of 100. I went 1, 2, and there's my decimal. In the wiggle is a 0. So now you have 0.075. You could put a 0 here, but then you have to multiply one more 0. So a 0 means you have nothing. So I turn the percent into a decimal. I multiply the decimal, well, I'm about to multiply the decimal and the price of the bike. Okay, so my decimal is 0.75 right here. And the price of the bike is $769.99. I'm going to do step 2. Step 2 is I take what the bike costs. Now, in your pot today, they're going to give you a calculator. So good news, you use a calculator. You're going to multiply that with the decimal. I just found the decimal. It's 0.075. When you multiply that, and of course you get to use a calculator, you're going to get a very long number. You're going to get a 57.74925. 74925. It's a very long number, but when we talk about money, we always round it to the hundred spot. So if I look behind the hundred spot right here, that is a power number. That number, 5 or greater, has the power to make 4 the next big number. What's right after 4? It's 5. So because 9 is a power number, it can push this up. It can push it up. And then everything else stays the same. Remember, I'm rounding to the hundreds place because when you're rounding to the hundreds place, that's money. You always have 2 numbers after the decimal. So here is the sales tax. Sales tax is going to be $57.75. Wow, it's a lot of money. But also, your bike cost a lot. Well, I just rounded to the nearest cent. I multiplied it, and I rounded to the nearest cent. And now, that is not your answer, you guys. I wish the bike was going to cost $57. No. The bike right now is costing $769.99 before I add the tax. What? We have to add tax? Yes, kids. Every time you go to the cash register at Target or wherever you shop at, you're going to have to kind of know, like, hey, I have to have extra money because I have to add sales tax. It always goes up, doesn't it? Anyways, when you add this up, you should get $827.74. I'm just going to do this quickly. Oh, come on, right. That should be a 1, not a dot. Silly. Okay, and it's 7, 2, 8. Obviously, this would go up here, and that would add up to this. And you get 17, 12. 7 plus 1 is 8. Okay. The total cost. Find the total cost means you're going to multiply the tax with the original price of the bike. When you multiply that, you round it to the nearest cent. Then you take whatever you got for the sales tax and you add it back to the original price. And that is how we know how much the bike will cost. When you go to the cash register, you're going to pay this amount. And that's how you do it.